You're doing 71 back there on a 55, okay?
Oriana Farrell and a state police officer are arguing over a ticket just south of Taos.
I'll be right back. Go ahead and turn the vehicle off for me.
But as the cop walks off, Farrell does the opposite, pulling away instead. So he pulls her over again. The officer isn't too happy.
Get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle right now.
You can see the officer try to pull Farrell out while the 5 kids inside scream. Her 14-year-old son gets out but thinks again when the officer pulls his taser. The struggle continues.
You're already facing evading charges right now. You ran away from me, okay?
I pulled back over. I didn't run away. You see my children. I'm not trying to do anything wrong. I'm just trying to take them to the real ground.
Finally, Farrell agrees to get out and talk, but the conversation doesn't last long.
Turn around and face your vehicle. Man, listen to me.
Farrell and the cops struggle as she tries to get back into the van. While that happens, the 14-year-old gets out again. And this time, he rushes the officer, trying to defend his mom. After a short tussle, the boy runs back into the minivan. The officer tries to get him out while backup arrives.
Open the door! Open the door!
Farrell starts to drive off while another officer fires at the minivan full of kids as young as 6. Farrell then takes them on a 4-minute high-speed chase into Taos, cutting into wrong-way traffic before eventually pulling over and giving up in front of a hotel. Her 14-year-old son is arrested, and so is she.
This is slavery all over again. This is racism. This is the South. If you're black, you are not supposed to get out of your car if the police tell you. If they ask you to get out, you're supposed to fight them and not get out of your car. And if you're black, you have the right to go 70 miles per hour in a 71 miles per hour in a 55-mile zone. You have the right because you're black, and the officers do not have a right to stop you and demand that you get out of your car. You should. And then if they insist on you getting out, you finally get out, and they want to handcuff you, don't let them do that. It's racism when they want to do that to you. And then if you try to jump back in your car, you have the right, and then your son has a right to jump out of the car and attack the police officers. I can't believe this racism. Did you ever imagine that you would see something like this happening in America today? This woman allegedly was driving 55 miles per hour with 5 kids in her car. She was driving 71 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour zone. And the police stops her, and what does she do? She fights with the cops. And as you're going to hear in this report, the final report on this, the police are under investigation.
According to the Taos News, the family was from Tennessee, taking an educational road trip in New Mexico. The mom is charged with child abuse and fleeing from police, the son for attacking an officer. Back to you, Dick.
All right, Alex, state police say the officers involved in the stop and the shooting are both under investigation. Their names have not been released.
You know, we have it on video. Why would the officers be under investigation? And Andre, you say and by the way, there's a news report says that state police claim they found 2 marijuana pipes in the minivan. No wonder this woman was running. I'll be running too. 5 kids in the car, and you got 2 marijuana pipes in the car. But Andre, you said that I'm reading here, you agree with me, but the cops should not have fired at a car full of kids. Can you go to the mic there and tell me why?
Really
Why
need
not?
an explanation for that? I mean,
Yeah,
you don't
I need an explanation for this one.
You don't need. I mean, you don't shoot at a car because the mother's stupid. You don't shoot at a car full of kids.
Okay. If the mother...
What if one of those kids got hurt?
But isn't it the first responsibility of the mother to realize that she has her kids in the car, she's speeding,
Yeah.
and to look out for her kids, even if she was going to go to jail for the marijuana, if she had the marijuana pipes, that she should have stopped, gotten out of the car and did what they asked her to do for the protection of her kids.
I agree with all that, but that doesn't mean that the cop should be shooting at a car, adding to the danger that the mother is already putting on the kids.
What the cops had,
They could have tased her.
What the cops had, would have had to shoot at the car had the woman stopped.
What's that?
Or didn't run.
I don't understand.
They only shot at the car because the lady ran.
Exactly. Yeah, I understand that. But still, that doesn't give them the right to shoot at the car.
I totally disagree with you. It's their job to protect the safety of the other folks who are on the road as well. And this woman is running. She's putting her life, her children's life, my life, and your life at risk.
What about the kid's life?
That's her fault. That's not the cop's fault.
The cop's shooting at the car.
They had to do something. That's their job. That's what we pay them for, to protect us from these stupid kind of people.
But not to shoot at a car full of kids that might hit the kids. One of the kids could have gotten hurt. I understand. They could have done whatever they want to the woman. I don't care about that. All I care about is the other. I don't even care about that 14-year-old who got out to attack the cop. They could have done whatever they wanted to do with him too. But the remaining, I think, 5 kids that were in the car, the remaining 4, I mean, I don't think the cop should have fired.
But
because one of those 4 could have gotten hurt.
The woman speeding as she was, she could have caused an accident herself and killed the kids.
I understand, but the cops are adding. Well, that would be the fault of the woman. That wouldn't be fault of the cop. Now, if the cop had killed one of those kids, guess what would have happened? I mean,
it would have been unfortunate, but the cops would have gotten in trouble, and not this woman. And that's the bad thing. And by the way, I'm being told that
the woman is in trouble.
I'm being told that the cops shot at the tires, not the kids.
Wherever they shot.
I totally disagree. I see this world, this country, using kids and women to get away with crime today, and that's not good.
They could have stopped them another way. I mean, there's a lot of high-speed chases going on. You don't see them shooting around all the time.
You don't see nuts running around with their children in the car either.
That's true.
Back in a moment.